Hello. Today we are going to revise the thematic relationship. Paragraphs in an essay are often related to each other through what is known as thematic relationship. What does it mean? It means how the content and the information given in these paragraphs connected and organized. Since you already know that every text or every essay have to be in coherence with the ideas, every paragraph with one another. So when we say thematic relationship, it means the relationship between paragraphs. It's related to the content of and the information given. There are simply six things or six thematic relation. Every paragraph and another, or every paragraphs and another, are related to each other. Why it said so? Since the relationship can exist between one paragraph and another, or between a series of paragraphs and another. We are going to illustrate now. The first type of thematic relation is comparison contrast. As we all know, comparison means listing the similarities, finding similarities, and contrast means listing or finding the differences. How can I say, or how can I tell that these two paragraphs are related in a comparison or contrast? Through the usage of transitions, or what is called, you have to memorize this word, cohesive devices. Through the usage of cohesive devices, or you may say it, the linking hooks. We have learned about it, but we have previously said they are called the transitional words, the words that connect ideas or paragraphs into one another. The words that are related to comparison contrast are simply the same as we have learned them before. If we would say like, but, however, yet, unlike, as, and so on. These are the comparison contrast words. The second type of thematic relation is problem solution. What do we mean by that? It means that the problem is stated very briefly in the first paragraph, and then it provides solution in the second paragraph. Words or phrases to emphasize such relationships are to solve the problem, one solution as an outlet. We usually see these cohesive devices at the beginning of the next paragraph. So we have a paragraph and the next paragraph. At the beginning of the paragraph, we usually see these cohesive devices, so we can relate this paragraph to the other by the usage of these devices. Another type of thematic relation is addition, or we would say it reinforcement, or we would say support. What does it mean? It means simply that when the two paragraphs or more focus on the same idea of a certain issue, such as the positive sides or the negative sides or the causes or the effect, and the second paragraph merely reinforce, adds to, or support the issue raised in the previous paragraph or explain it. So paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, they both illustrate the same idea. How can I know that? Simply by using the transitional words additionally, furthermore, moreover. Okay, these refer to such a relationship. Fourth type is a question answer. What does it mean? Question answer relationship. In this type, the writer cites a question or a series of questions in the first paragraph and leaves the answer in the second paragraph. In other words, the writer might raise an issue in the form of questions in the first paragraph and then give the answer in the form of explanation in the second paragraph. We might see this type usually in the introduction using the rhetorical questions that don't want you to have the answer for them, that they are going to illustrate the answers through the next paragraph. Okay, the second or the fifth type simply is cause and effect. In this type, the first paragraph or more paragraphs, whatever, highlights the causes of something, why did something or a phenomena is caused, and the second paragraph has to convey the effect or the results of a phenomena. Okay, hope this was helpful and hope you got this. When you have a question about such an issue, what is the thematic relation between, for example, paragraph X and paragraph Y? You could have a model answer for such a question. What would you say? Simply would say the thematic relation between X and Y is, choose whatever the thematic relation is. For example, if we have a cause-effect relationship, you would say it is a cause and effect relationship. Later, you have to justify why did you said so. You have to say, for example, in paragraph X, this is X and this is Y. In paragraph X, okay, what did the writer do? The writer, we said it is a cause and effect, and usually, as I have said before, the cause comes first and later the effect. The writer spots the light on the causes of, and you mentioned the issue that the writer is mentioning or the phenomena that he's discussing the causes of it, while in paragraph Y or Y, paragraph Y, let's say, traces the effect of such an issue. And here you may give examples of the effects, as well as you may here add some examples of the causes, okay, in order to support or illustrate your idea. Hope this was useful. And let's come to, sorry, before we finish, let's come to the thematic relation that is usually asked about, the thematic relation between introduction and conclusion. Simply, as you all know that while you are writing an essay, the conclusion and the introduction should be highly related. They have to be in a cyclic thematic relation. Why? As we all know that the introduction introduces the idea and the conclusion restates the idea or giving advices of it. So the introductory paragraph introduces the topic and presents the thesis, which focuses on the same idea as the conclusion paragraph restates. Okay, so we would say it is a cyclic thematic relation. Hope this was useful.